जय ओम विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मश परिवार आचार्य अशेष श्रीमद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मश परिवार आचार्य अशेष श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामा कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की गंगा माँ यमुना माई की प्रॉपर ट्रांसजेंडरल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की प्रॉपर ट्रांसजेंडरल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की निताई गौर प्रेमानंद ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज ऑल ग्लोरीज टू असेंबल डिवोटीज All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare Krishna. Welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today we are discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 9, Text 2. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया हृत्पदं कोशे स्फुरितं तदित्प्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलकाशय बाह्ये स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया हृत्पद्मकोशे स्फुरितं तदित्प्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलक्ष्य बाह्ये स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया हृत्पद्मकोशे स्फुरितं तदित्प्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलक्ष्य बाह्ये स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श प्रभु सभै दिया योगा विपश्यति हृत्पद्मकोशे स्फुरितं तदित्प्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैव विपुलक्ष्य बाह्ये स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया हृत्पद्मकोशे स्फुरितं तदित्प्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलक्ष्य बाह्ये स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श माताजी सभै दिया योगा विपक तीव्रया कोशे स्फुरितं तदिप्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलक्ष्य बाहि स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श सभैदिया योगा विपकतिव्रया हृत्पादमघोषे स्फुरितं तदिप्रभम् तिरोहितं सहसैवोपलक्ष्य बाहि स्थितं तदवस्थं ददर्श. Now outward meaning. Saha, Dhruva Maharaj, by also Dhiya, by meditation, Yoga Vipaka Tivraya, on account of mature realization of the yogic process. Hrit, the heart. Padma Kose, on the lotus of. Sphuritam, manifested. Tadit Prabham, brilliant like lightning. Tirohitam, having disappeared. Sahasa, all of a sudden. Eva, also. Upalaksya, by observing. Bahi Stitam, externally situated. Tadavastam, in the same posture. Dadarsha, was able to. Now let's go to translation. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. The form of the Lord, which was brilliant like lightning, and in which Dhruva Maharaj in his mature yogic process was fully absorbed in meditation, all of a sudden disappeared. Thus Dhruva was perturbed and his meditation broke. But as soon as he opened his eyes, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally present, just as he had been seeing the Lord in his heart. Purport. Because of his mature position in yogic meditation, Dhruva Maharaj was constantly observing the form of the Personality of Godhead within his heart. But all of a sudden, when the Supreme Personality disappeared from his heart, he thought that he had lost him. Dhruva Maharaj was perturbed, but upon opening his eyes and breaking his meditation, he saw the same form of the Lord before him. In the Brahma Samhita 5.38, it is said, Pramanjana Surita Bhakti Vilochanena. A saintly person who has developed a lot of love of Godhead by devotional service always see the Lord transcendental form of Samsundara. The Samsundara form of the Lord within the heart of a devotee is not imaginary. When a devotee becomes mature in the procuration of devotional service, he sees face to face the same Samsundara he has thought of during the entire course of his devotional service. Since the Supreme Lord is absolute, the form within the heart of a devotee, the form in the temple and the original form in Vaikuntha, Vrindavan Dham, are all the same. They are non-different from one another. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Gyananjana Salakaya Saksurumlitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurube Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Again, welcome to this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. So today, as I said already, we are discussing on Canto 4, Chapter 9, text number 2. So to recap the story of Dhruva Maharaj shortly. So Dhruva Maharaj, he was the son of King Uttanapada. So King Uttanapada, he had two sons, Uttama and Dhruva Maharaj. So one time when Dhruva Maharaj was trying to go in the lap of the father, so he was insulted, like Dhruva Maharaj's stepmother she says some insulting words to him, like, you are not born from the womb of me, so you don't have any qualification to sit in the lap of your father. So what you do, you go to the forest, you worship Supreme Personality Godhead. So by being pleased with your devotion and austerity, so next life you will get a chance to take birth from my womb, and only then you can go in the lap of your father. So hearing the insulting, harsh words of his stepmother, so he was very broken. Actually, he was very broken. Then he went to his mother, and his mother also suggested in the same thing. So only Supreme Person God, Lord Narayan, Lord Krishna can fulfill your desire. So go to the forest. So you will see him, and he will fulfill your desire. Then he started going to the forest, and in the way he met Narada Muni. Narada Muni, he has three, historical Darshi. He knows the past, present, and future. So he knew the intention of Dhruva Maharaj, but just to check his enthusiasm and check his sincerity, he said some like sarcastic words to him, like, you are just a small child of 5 years old. So this is your time to play the play things, not pleasing the Lord. This is a time to play marbles. This is a time to watch Tom and Jerry. So this is not a time to worship the Lord. So what do? You go back to your home. You go back to your home, and when you grow up, you come to the forest again to please the Lord. So my little boy, you go to the home now. But Dhruva Maharaj, you are so determined. You are so determined to please the Lord. He said, no, my Lord, I want to please Lord. I don't want to go to the home. So instead, what you do, you give me the process by which I can please Supreme Personality Godhead. So Narada Muni knew his intention. So he gave the process by which you can please the Lord. So Narada Muni said, you go to the bank of the river Yamuna. So there is forest name Madhuban, not Amazon forest, just Madhuban forest. So you go there and you start worshipping Lord, and you chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, like that. In this way, God will give you darshan, and God will fulfill all your desire. And then he followed the instruction of his spiritual master, Narada Muni. Tad vidhi pratipadena pariprasnena sevaya upadiksanti te ganam ganinas tattvadarshina. So whatever we have doubt in our life, we have to inquire from the Guru, because Guru have seen the truth. He will give us the real way. He will give us the real knowledge by which we can make our life perfect. So Narada Muni gave the process to please the Lord, and Dhruva Maharaj followed the process. And Dhruva Maharaj, he did very austerities. He worshipped the Lord. And after a few months, 5 or 6 months, 6 or 5. After 5 months, he reached in the mature yogic process. He was very mature in his devotion. He was very mature in his austerity. First, he had a material desire, and he went to the forest. Like, he had a desire. What was his desire? He wanted a kingdom more opulent than his father and forefather, because he was he was insulted by his stepmother so badly. So he had a material desire. He went to the forest, but after doing devotion and after performing austerities, so his material desire went away, and only he had a desire to worship Lord. So akama sarva kamova moksha kama udarati tibrena bhakti yogena ajita purusha param. Whether you are full of material desires, whether you don't have any material desire, or whether you are after liberation, you have to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead with great enthusiasm and great speed. So Dhruva Maharaj, he has a material desire. He went to the Lord, but when he was worshipping the Lord, when he was chanting the mantras, then his material desires went away, and he became a devotee. So similarly, we are also in the neophyte stage of devotion. We have many material desires, and we are chanting at the same time. So what Krishna do? Krishna will purify us. Krishna will help us to get out from all those material desires, and one day we will reach in the mature devotional stage, like Dhruva Maharaj reached after some time. When we chant the mantra sincerely, when we read Prabhupada books, when we follow the process given by Prabhupada more seriously, then one day we'll reach in the mature state, mature condition of devotional service. So here in the translation, it is said, Dhruva Maharaj, he reached as the mature yogic process, and he was fully absorbed in meditation. So when one reaches to the mature or highest stage of devotion then he becomes so absorbed actually. So my Guru Maharaj said in one lecture, so Krishna consciousness means absorption, that's all. We have to be very absorbed in devotional process. We have to be very absorbed in the process given by Srila Prabhupada. One time my Guru Maharaj, he was in one of the home program in USA, New Vrindavan, and he was sitting under the mango tree, and he started singing Jai Radha Madhav. And one big mango fell into the head of my Guru Maharaj. And like devotees were saying, oh, Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad, like that, and devotees are going to pick that mango. There was but my Guru Maharaj, he was so absorbed in singing Jai Radha Madhav, he didn't know anything what was going outside. He didn't know anything. Even his head was swelling. That mango was so big, his head was swelling, but he wasn't aware about that. So after finishing Jai Radha Madhav, he opened his eye, and devotee said, Maharaj, your head is swelling. And Maharaj said, oh, what happened to my head? Like that, and like devotee said everything what has happened there, and like Maharaj didn't know anything. So that is the absorption. He was so absorbed in singing Jai Radha Madhav. From his deep heart, he was unaware about the external situation actually. So that is the we also must have such kind of absorption in devotional service. We must be very absorbed in the process given by Prabhupada. When chanting, we have to be very absorbed. No, when we chant, our mind runs here and there, but we have to pull our mind, and we have to focus our mind in the mantra. What is the mantra? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when we chant, we have to focus on the mantra, And another time when my Guru Maharaj and one devotee, they went to the Radha Raman temple to take darshan, and they stand there. My Guru Maharaj and that devotee stand in front of Radha Raman to take darshan, and we can't when we take darshan, we can't stand in front of Lord for a long time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes max, and after that we feel like our mind, uncontrolled mind. So and that devotee, after 5 minutes, and he started chanting, and my Guru Maharaj was constantly taking darshan of Radha Raman, and like tears were flowing from his eyes, and for continuous 1 hour he just stand in front of Radha Raman and he was taking darshan actually. He was so absorbed in taking darshan of Radha Raman. But we can't do like that. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we can't do like that. But we have to pray so that one day we will reach in that position. We can reach in that position. We can get that position by being sincere in bhakti actually. But we have to be very serious in bhakti. We have to normally, we are conditioned soul, and we have a tendency to take the process of bhakti very cheaply. We think we think that I deserve this bhakti, I deserve. But we don't have any qualification. Prabhupada gave us this qualification. We don't have qualification to even chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but Prabhupada gave us that qualification. Like one time, one disciple of Prabhupada asked, Prabhupada, what is our qualification that we are doing bhakti? And Prabhupada said, you don't have any qualification. I gave you the qualification, like that Prabhupada said. We have been rotating, we have been rotating in this material world since long, millions of times actually, millions of times. But now in this lifetime, by the mercy of Prabhupada, we have got this divine opportunity. So without being puffed up, we have to be very humble and accept the process given by Srila Prabhupada. And we have to be very sincere. We have to be very humble. Then we have to contribute in the mission of Prabhupada by taking it as our life and soul. So after the human form of life is very rare. The human form of life is very rare. After going to the cycle of birth and death millions of times, only one fortunate soul gets a chance to get a human body. And in human body also, it's not guaranteed that one will be Krishna consciousness. Outside many people's, they don't know anything about Krishna. They are not practicing devotional life. Only few we are practicing devotional service. Also, only in human form of life also, only very few souls practice devotional service, and out of them also only few soul gets a perfection actually. So this Krishna consciousness, very 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 special, very special. So by following, by practicing this process, we can go back to Godhead in this life, and somewhere in scripture it is said, Krishna is very eagerly waiting for us to uh, uh, Krishna is very eagerly waiting for us in, spiritual world, to welcome us, He's eagerly waiting us. So, like, let's say if you have a meeting in your office, and you don't go on time, the boss will wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour. After that, nobody waits for you, so they may kick you from your job. But Krishna is waiting for us since time immemorial to welcome us. But many times, we have got the human form of life, we misused it. But Krishna is still waiting for us, hoping that, expecting that one day, by doing pure devotional service, we will go back to Godhead. And there said, when you go back to the spiritual world, like, we see Krishna waiting for us. We will see Krishna waiting for us. Like, if some VIP person, comes in some program, like, all the, people, they they stand in, welcoming position to welcome that VIP person. Like that, Krishna, we will see Krishna in that state. When you go there, we will see him waiting for us. And when he see us, he don't say anything. He just come running to us, and he will cry. He will hug, and he will cry, saying, "My dear friend, my dear son, why you took so long time to come back to Godhead? Why you took so long? Many times you have got the human body, and I was thinking that time, you will do devotional service and you will come back to me, but you did not remember me. You did not do devotional service. You misused it. But now finally, my dear friend, my dear son, you have come to me. Like the Krishna will be very pleased when he see us. When he see us in the spiritual world, he will be very happy. Since long time, since many lifetimes, we have been running after the material pleasures, running after the material things. But in not even little happiness we got from these things. We are not happy with the material things. We can't be happy with the material things. So yeah, we have to give up our material desires. We have to give up, and we have to develop spiritual devotional desires. So we can serve Sri Radha Gopinath, and we can serve the mission of Prabhupada in a nice way. So so Dhruva Maharaj, he was absorbed in meditation, and all of a sudden, the form which he was meditating in his heart suddenly disappeared, and he got disturbed in mind. Actually, he got disturbed. He got disturbed. He got disturbed. So in the rasa dance also, when Krishna was dancing with the gopis, suddenly Krishna disappeared from their vision, and they got so disturbed. They become completely mad. Actually, the spiritual mad. They become completely mad. They were going to the trees, they were going to the creepers, they were going to the bushes and asking, "Have you seen my Krishna?" Like that, they were asking to everyone, and nobody answered them. And later on, they started to play the lila of Krishna. Some gopi acted as Putana, some gopi acted as Krishna, some gopi acted as one demon, some gopi acted as another demon. Like that, they were performing they were acting the pastimes of Krishna. So so disturbed. And in 10 canto, also they are saying, in the 10 canto, 31st chapter, 15 verse, like the gopis lament. When Krishna used to go to herd the cows in the afternoon time, the gopis used to get so disturbed. Actually, the gopis used to get so disturbed. Just get so disturbed. That just that moment they used to feel like 12 years, actually millennium. So it is to they used to think that time so long, so long, so long. And when Krishna used to come back from herding cows, and they want to see Krishna constantly without blinking the eyes, blinking the eyes. Uh, we don't even notice when we blink our eyes. But gopis, they got disturbed with the blinking of eyes, and they condemned the Lord Brahma. Oh, foolish Brahma, why have you created these eyelids? Due to these eyelids, we are not able to remember Krishna constantly. So I will quickly read that out. So the gopis lament, my dear Krishna, during the daytime, when you go out into the forest of Vrindavan with your cows, we consider one moment to be 12 years, and it is very difficult for us to pass the time. And again, when you come back at the end of the day, by seeing your beautiful face, we are so much attracted that we are unable to stop looking upon you constantly. At these times, when there is occasional blinking of our eyelids, we condemn the Creator, Lord Brahma, as a foolish, because he does not know how to make perfect eyes. Perfect eyes. So yeah, in other words, the gopi was disturbed by the blinking of their eyes, because for the moment that their eyes were closed, they could not see Krishna. So yeah, let's pray to Sri Sri Radha Gopinath that one day we will develop such eagerness to see Gopinath. So, the gopis used to pray like this. One moment used to be like 12 years for them. So long. Just one day. Very short for us. Very short for us, like 8 hours, 10 hours, like that. But they used to feel, due to the separation of Krishna, so in the mood of separation, they used to feel that moment. Well, 12 years. 12 years. So yeah, and the Dhruva was perfect and his meditation broke. As soon as he opened his eyes, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally present, just as he had been seeing the Lord in the heart. So yeah, Dhruva Maharaj was meditating on the form of Krishna, in his mind. Suddenly, the form got disappeared from his vision, and he was disturbed, and his meditation broke. And as soon as he opened his eye, he saw the same Supreme Personality, got his same form standing before him. So so when we also do devotional service, when we do bhakti in a nice way, so when we close our eye at the time of death, and when we open, we'll see Krishna. We'll see Krishna in his spiritual world. But for that we have to be very sincere. If you don't practice bhakti sincerely, then what will happen if we open our eye? Then we will see Indra. We will see demigods standing before us. And Prabhupada also said one time, my most of the disciples will go to the heaven, actually. If we take this process, if we take the process given by Srila Prabhupada safely, if we take this process given by Prabhupada for granted, then it's not possible to go back to Godhead in this lifetime. So we have to be very sincere, actually. So bhakti is a deep sacrifice. We have to be ready to sacrifice ourselves for the service of Krishna, for the service of Prabhupada. Otherwise, it won't happen. We can't cross the river by placing our 2 feet in 2 different boats. We have to place our two feet in the same boat, which then only we can cross the river. If we want to go to Opera House from the Luna Park, and let's say there is a boat in the river, you can say I will put my 2 feet in the 2 boats. Then what will happen? You will get drawn in the river, and the river, the ocean of material world is very, very hot, more than 100 degrees Celsius. So we'll get burned in that material ocean. So we have to keep our 2 feet in one boat. Then only we can cross the river. So this bhakti process is very special. So not only everyone are fortunate to go this process, but Prabhupada, he have given qualification to everyone. And he have he have given that special fortune, divine fortune to everyone. So yeah, we should also try to contribute in the mission of Prabhupada. You know, if you go back to the initial days of Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada disciples have given everything to contribute in the mission of Prabhupada. Actually, they were very enthusiastic. They were very determined. They were very convinced by the process of Srila Prabhupada. One time there was war going on in Pakistan, and some people were saying, "Oh, you don't do anything. You are just saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What you are doing for the humanity?" There is a big war going in Pakistan. There is no peace, and you say Krishna consciousness is a peace formula, but you are not doing anything. And Prabhupada, and Prabhupada wrote letter to Brahmananda Prabhu. So Brahmananda Prabhu, now you go to Pakistan and preach Krishna consciousness, like that. He wrote a letter to Prabhupada, and the next day, Brahmananda Prabhu went to Pakistan. He got a letter today, and next day he packed everything and he went to Pakistan. And Prabhupada realized, it's not a good time to go to Pakistan. And Prabhupada again wrote the letter, Brahmananda Prabhu, it's not a good time. Wait for some time. When everything is calmed down, you go to Pakistan. But he didn't get that letter. By the time the letter came, he was he reached already Pakistan. But he started preaching, he was playing Kartal, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. He was praying, he was doing Harinam. And like people used to come, and they used to spit in their hand, and they used to rub the tilak of Brahmananda Prabhu. How they used to do actually? They used to disturb him, they used to mistreat him. But but still, he did not lose any motivation. He was still enthusiastic to chant, to preach. And after sometime he got sick, and he wrote letter to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I'm feeling sick. So what should I do? Should I come back or should I stay here? And Prabhupada said, "Oh, you immediately without thinking anything, you immediately come back." And Brahmananda Prabhu went back, and when Brahmananda Prabhu saw Prabhupada, then Prabhupada, with very compassionate eyes, he was waiting for Brahmananda Prabhu, and immediately Prabhupada hugged to the Brahmananda Prabhu. Actually, so much. Like they have, like Prabhupada disciples, what they haven't done actually, what they haven't done. But unfortunately, we always we don't have that kind of enthusiasm and determination. But we have to pray. We have to push ourselves. To contribute in his mission. Normally we have a tendency to be very cozy. In one side we want to progress materially. In another side we want to do bhakti also. In that way we can perform devotional service in a deep way. From outside it seems like we are doing bhakti, but maybe it won't be possible to go back to God in this lifetime if we do like that. Bhakti is a deep sacrifice. We have to sacrifice. We have to be ready to sacrifice everything. We have to put our selfish material desires on side, and we have to try to fulfill the desire of Krishna. We have to try to fulfill the desire of Prabhupada and Guru. Then only in this lifetime our life will be successful. Otherwise, we need to take few more births in this material world. Then only we can go back to Godhead. They are like the disciples of Prabhupada. They have deep faith in the words of Prabhupada. In the deep words of Prabhupada. And here in the last, in the purport, in the last it is written: since the supreme love is absolute, the form within the heart of a devotee, the form in the temple, and original form in Vaikuntha, Vrindavan Dham, are this all same. They are non-different from one another. One time, one devotee was giving class, and he said, Krishna is in the deity, like that he said, and Prabhupada stopped and corrected him. No, Krishna is not in the deity is Krishna himself, like that Prabhupada corrected him. Normally we say Krishna has come and he is sitting in the deity. Not like that. Krishna himself is deity actually. Krishna himself is deity. when we meditate on Sri Sri Radha Gopinath for our whole life, then when you go back to the spiritual, when you go back to Golok Vrindavan, we see same Radha Gopinath there actually. Radha Gopinath there. But this is a very high topic. So for now, we have to we have to focus on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincere way. Nam, Rup, Gud, Lila. First Nam, Rup, Gud and Lila only. Well, not all the Nam, Rup, Gud, Lila. All the Nam, Rup, Gud, Lila. Everything is perfect and everything is nice actually. Holy name is nice. The form of Lord is nice. Good. The qualities of Krishna is nice. And the pastimes of Krishna is nice. Everything is nice. He's perfect. He's perfect in all way. He's perfect in all way. So here in the purport, Prabhupada is quoting the sloka Brahma Samhita 5.38. Premanjana Suchirita Bhakti Bilocanina Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Bilokayanti Am Sam Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam Govindam Adi Purusham Tamham Bhajami. So the translation is, I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Sam Sundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion, tinged with the self of Lord. To see the Lord, we need the eye of devotion. We cannot, we cannot understand and we cannot see Krishna by our material eyes. We need the eye of devotion. We need we cannot see Krishna. We cannot see Krishna with the glasses that are available in market. We need the eye of devotion. We need the eye of devotion. Like my Guru Maharaj, when he was taking the darshan of Radharaman, he was seeing Radharaman with the eye of devotion. That's why he was so absorbed. That's why he got so absorbed. So without the eye of devotion, it's not possible to see Krishna. So to reach in that stage, first is we are in neophyte stage. We have to follow regulative principles. We have to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra in nice way, in very sincerely, taking it is our life and soul. Not to show others. Normally we want man puja pratishtha like that. Even though we are in bhakti, we want that kind of things. Only the motivation in doing bhakti must be to please Krishna and pleasing Srila Prabhupada and pleasing our Guru. That should be our only motivation. Not for the man puja pratishtha, not like that. So only if we do a devotional service in very sincere and nice mode, then only there is a chance that we can go back to Godhead in this lifetime. Otherwise, as I said, little bit difficult. We might have to take few more births in this material world. So now it's already 9:50, so 8:50. So I want to conclude this Srimad Bhagavatam class. Any comments and any questions, Prabhu? Mataji? Question, comments? Okay, thank you for attending this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. Sri Sri Radha Gopinath Bhagwan ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.